perspective. Meanwhile, amid the massive protests across Iran, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has called on the Iranian leadership to protect its population rather than threaten it. Merz has highlighted that the regime's violence against its own people is not a sign of strength, but of weakness, reiterating that Germany is working on further sanctions along with the European Union. In fact, Merz also stated that according to him, we are now seeing the very last days and weeks of this regime, and that it has no legitimacy through elections by the population anyway. The population is now rising up against this regime. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has held a phone conversation with Pakistan's Foreign Minister Mohammad Ishaqdar to discuss ongoing developments in Iran and broader regional issues. According to Iran's state-run IRNA news agency, during the call, Dar underscored the importance of dialogue and engagement amid the continuing protests in Iran, as both sides exchanged views on the evolving situation. Joining us on the broadcast is my colleague Aditya Vadavan with more on these stories. Aditya, firstly, we see the German Chancellor who has stated in no uncertain terms that these might be the last few weeks of the Iranian regime if it doesn't listen to its population. And secondly, we are seeing Pakistan speaking to the Iranian foreign minister over there as well.
Well, absolutely. These two developments are very different. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, he is absolutely a righteous leader, and he has been saying that that now if Iran does not listen to its people, then thoroughly the regime headed by Ayatollah Ali Khamenei will definitely see its doomsday. So indeed, at this juncture, there's been a global condemnation of how the Iranian establishment is handling these protests by people. So many Iranian people have lost their lives in these massive protests. And at this juncture, it is a very serious situation that is spiraling in Iran. And definitely now, the Iranian officials have been saying that, normalcy is on the way, but it hardly looks in reality. And as far as, the Pakistani foreign minister talked with the Iranian counterpart, definitely, there has been renewed, talks between the Iranian and the Pakistani side. The Iranians have been accusing Pakistan of sponsoring terrorism in its border areas, because Pakistan also shares a border with Iran, and, a Jaish al-Adl, which is one of the terror group, Pakistani terror group, has been involved in some terrorist activities on the Iranian forces. So definitely, Iran has been also, on the flip side, has been saying that Pakistan spreads terrorism, and on the other hand, the Pakistani FM is talking to his Iranian counterpart. Shivani.
All right. Thank you so much, Aditya, for all those inputs. Moving on to some other stories, the Maharashtra government has now informed the